I had to use one word to describe the Sabos, it would be genuine. They are just genuinely warm, wonderful individuals. What you see is what you get, always with a smile, always willing to help, and we're just so happy that they're part of the shul.
The word that comes to mind with Miriam and Meir is gushing. Miriam is gushing with goodness, with compassion, with empathy, concern for others. Meir is a wellspring of creativity. Creativity of how we can do things always in a different way, always to better somebody else, take care of something. Take care of something for somebody else. That's Miriam and Meir.
Meir and Miriam Sabo. At the corner of sincere and zany. What a remarkable blend of always ready to help, always seeking to do the right thing, and the most amazing sense of humor. And pet lovers to boot.
And when I think of Miriam and Meir Sabo, a word that immediately comes to mind is smile and laughter. Their warmth, their friendship, their ability to welcome everyone into the shul and to put smiles on everyone's face is infectious, whether it's Meir with his camera at Simchas or helping out to build the shul sukkah, or just Miriam's genuine Simchas HaChaim. It's something that we all feel and feel so blessed to have as a part of our shul.
I grew up in a family where my parents were always happy to help with whatever needed to get done in the community. My parents set an example that you should always be there for your neighbor and shul. When we first moved here, David Markowitz was in charge of the sukkah building. He was good at getting volunteers to come help by offering Dougies all the time. A few years ago, he said he was going through a systems update at work and asked if I could oversee the sukkah building that year. I thought it was only going to be for that 1 year, but somehow it's been at least 4 or 5 years now. Thank you very much, David. Thank you to all the people who still come to help build the sukkah, even though I don't offer Dougies. I would just like to ask that all the parents to teach their kids about righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. It'll save me a lot of time. Actually, I'm looking for someone to take over sukkah building this year. I too have a systems update at work and won't be able to do it. It's your chance to be honored in about 5 to 7 years. Oh, I know. What about Sachi? Are you able to help?
Mayor, he already does enough.
It's funny. The other thing I do regularly is help out at Tomchei Shabbos. I got roped into that one by Avrami Frischman. Truth is, Sarah Walsman and Sarah Zilberstein are doing such an amazing job there, and you just want to help out in any way that you can. It is also so nice to see so many volunteers coming to pack and deliver the boxes. It just shows what an amazing community we live in. We really do love living in this community. On a recent Chag, someone just brought over an ice cream cake for no real reason whatsoever. Okay, we all know why she brought it over. I was just told I can't make any jokes about it. See, Rebbetzin Cohen, I'm listening. We are really humbled to be honored. I really did not want to accept it, but it is the second time my wife used the phrase, "It should have been you." The first time she said that it was not as flattering. Sorry, Rebbetzin Cohen, I'm not really listening. We want to wish a mazel tov to the Friedmans and the Weinbergs on their well-deserved honors. We also want to thank Jennifer and Michael, Shira and David, Ora and Aaron, Claire, Aviva, Sharon, for all their work on the dinner.
Coming from Ottawa, I was used to a small community where everyone in shul knew each other. My father davened in our shul's Yontif choir, and as a small child, I came with him to all his practices each week. When I became frum in high school, shul really became a second home. I was one of only 3 group leaders, and I ran our NCSY junior chapter. Shul on Shabbos was where I spent my time. Friday night, Shabbos morning, Mincha, Shalosh Shudas, Marv. It fueled me for my whole week in public school. I knew that when I became an adult, I would look for a community that I could be a part of. When we moved here in 2003, we knew no one and knew nothing about the community. But I'd say living here is easy. Just listen to certain people and you'll be fine. I was fortunate enough to be introduced to Joy Sklar and Ora Kornbluth. Joy at the time was RYNJ PTA president. I told her I'd love to help out. The only problem was I didn't drive. Joy said that's not a problem. We'll have somebody drive you. And sure enough, I was picked up lots and found myself helping out regularly. Ora at the time was on the sisterhood with my then neighbor, Tzipi Grelnik. And soon enough, I was helping in shul too. When Ora and Aaron were honored, I got called on to be on the dinner committee. And again, the following year, and so on. And now I'm a proud member of our little dinner team, along with Aviva, Sharon, and Meredith. I consider myself privileged to be trained by these women, and even more so to be able to call them my friends. We want to thank Rabbi and Rebbetzin Neuberger for your leadership, kindness, and sensitivity, and for creating the warmth of a small community in a large and ever-growing one. And the Canadian connection just makes it that much more better. To Rabbi and Rebbetzin Weinberg, I've turned to you in the last few years in search of a certain chizuk that only one who knows can give. And I truly appreciate each and every word. To Rabbi and Rebbetzin Cohen, all I can say is that our banter with you is only in direct correlation to our profound respect for you. We treasure that our children can come to you for whatever they need, knowing that rain or shine, day or night, even at 3 a.m., we can all turn to you. We look forward to many more years of laughter, hugs, and that certain look that only you two can give us. And we daven that we should be zoche to share many more simchas with Meir's camera in hand, of course. On a separate note, I can't thank this community enough. When we came to see Y&J and realized that this is where we wanted to send our children, I asked Rabbi Horn where we should move to. He said, "Oh, go to Beth Abraham." I can't thank Rabbi Horn enough for that advice, or to Meir's Rebbe in Eretz Yisrael, Rabbi Kenningsberg, for agreeing with him. I knew that if we found a school, that a shul and friends would follow. But I never imagined that we'd make the kind of friends here that are become like our family. We've joked for years that we're even surprised we're allowed to live here since we're not related to anyone in the neighborhood. But this community has come and celebrated with us in our happiest of moments and rallied around us in our deepest moments of need. It takes a village to raise a child and to raise us. We are forever grateful that HaKadosh Baruch Hu brought us to this village.
Mazel Tov, Ima and Abba. You guys might be busy. Abba with pictures and Tomchai, Ima with PTA stuff, but you are always there for when you need to be. You come to my games, Abba, you take tons of pictures, and Ima, you are always cheering me and my friends on. Thank you, I love you so much.
Mazel Tov, Ima and Abba, you always ask us to do our best and not to compare ourselves to others. While you may think what you do in the community isn't much, sukkah, pictures, dinner committee, PTA, tonight we just want you to know that your best deserves this honor.
Just want to say Mazel Tov to my parents. Mazel Tov, Ima and Abba. I know this isn't your thing to be thanked, and while you say being involved is just what people should do, I'm happy to see that the two of you are being recognized. I love how much you do for the community and still make sure you save time for us and help us in all that we need. You've really shown us the importance of doing things that just need to be done and what it means to be part of a community and a kehillah.
Mazel Tov, Ima and Abba, this well-deserved honor. I'm so happy that you finally accepted it. And really just thank you so much for all that you do for our family and for the kehillah in general, and that you're really just such role models. Thank you for all the opportunities you give us. You're the type of parents that like whatever we want, like you're our biggest supporters. Like you support me in whatever I want to do, however crazy it might seem. And really I'm just so grateful for all that you do for our family and for the community in general. You're really such role models of like what it means to be invested in your kehillah, and like something you've taught me. It's something that on both sides, like both your parents gave to you, and you definitely instilled in us, like all the chesed that you do, and you do it with a smile, even if you like say that you complain about it at home, like you really don't. Like I know it's something that you love to do, and it's like such an infused like aspect of our lives, and it's something I think that like me, Tzvi, and Ari and Shai, like we all like see it and notice it, and it's such a value. And like what you say that the friends of the family that you make for yourself, like you see it so evidently true by like how people are always offering to help you, and like how it's because you always go the extra mile to help everybody else. And I'm really sad that I can't be there, but I'm sending lots of love from Eretz Yisrael, and I hope to see you guys soon. Mazel Tov.